plastic.
No plastic.
No microplastic.
Hey, we are live.
Kia ora, beautiful family. As we sit here and acknowledge our beautiful Earth Mother and our Sky Father, our atua, our elements, our elemental forces of nature, beautiful energy of the forests and the medicines that they bring to us, the energy of the waters and the wisdom that they carry all throughout this beautiful planet and within our own bodies. We acknowledge the ancient wisdom that is carried within each and every one of us through our ancestry, and we welcome all of your ancestors to this space here now to be with us, to celebrate the weeks that we have been walking and breathing, sharing our hearts, our stories, our work for our beautiful planet. That we hear the voice of Mother Nature, that we put her first, that we remember who we are and our connection and our relationships. So ngā mihi aroha, we are a Wisdom Keeper delegation, and we are so honoured to be in the space of the Resilience Hub. and the messages that they carry and the support that they have given here at COP. So tēnā koe. And I'll pass it over to my brother Uso Polonier.
Maître de l'univers, agapo dopo mi baya zan susurukpo, mi dondo gbedato de chode klepe miton. Moze azan egbe ton dohiami, mi hunu swenu gbe, egbe ti mi no do nugbe na, de klepe miton na gomo sinro jijo. And the quickly me lolo toni gainu de na hemi anu como hekbelo anu ko. Na bie titi po me na je godona mi wo. Mi no ve o dopo agapo. Mi no ve ai ogbe ko so chan o tite poi. Ni wa chon alo do de pepe mi tonji na jijoho ni no po mi po. Brother and sister, we spent many days together here. Now we thank the Creator to protect us. We ask the four elements to guide us and give us energy to continue that work for our Mother Earth. We ask the power of love from the fire to come and lighten our life and continue that we are part of that planet and to work together, live together with the non-human, and to respect each other. For those who are here or those who are not here, we ask blessing for the ancestor to bless our life, guide us, and keep us together for another year. Protection be, and we need now to see the new resolution for our Mother Earth. Mother Earth needs us, but we need also Mother Earth, and we need now to work, not for us only, but for the future generation. All people here, come to COP or not, I ask the power of ocean, the power of fire, the power of wind to bless each of you. Now I want to ask my elders, Regenda, to take the floor.
गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्जम्बुफलचारु भग्नं उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजं शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसारपरमा माध्यां जगद्व्यापिनां वीणा पुस्तकधारणीय विद्या. My dear friends, this is a time when we can think this co-process we are going and where we are reaching. More than 50 years before we start this discussion. But who is creating damage on this earth, on this planet? They are, don't worry. The worry is the indigenous community of this planet. They have a vision for common future, but who is creating destruction and disaster and displacing of the indigenous knowledge system. They are, don't worry. So, yes, I know we are very less number of the people on this COPE crowd. But yes, somewhere we can think the indigenous wisdom is the solution for the better planet and for better common future. But we've seen continuously after Rio de Janeiro in 1992, the place for community of wisdom or wisdom keepers and indigenous communities, the very less space for presenting the vision for better common future. So the youth or women on this planet can think, if they want the nourishment of this nature and nourishment of this planet, so we can give some more place, more opportunity for the indigenous communities. Without this, yes, we are coming and going. We are spending time, but what is the output? So now we can think, in last 50 years, the first, more than 50 years, first start from Stockholm, Rio de Janeiro, Copenhagen. This is the crowds gather. But what is the output of this crowd gathering? Output is pollution. Output is flourish the technology of the extraction and encroachment. The encroachment on the right of women, right of youth, right of nature, right of river, and right of sky, and right of ocean. So this is the going on in this process, the name of COPE. So we can think, what is the output of this COPE? And what we can do, we can think. Thank you.
I'm going to share a prayer in English, and then I'll share one in Arabic. I pray for the people of this land to listen to the whispers of the wind. They carry voices from our mother. They carry voices from our fathers. Oh, please answer the call before it all goes to waste. What good is progress without the trees? What good is progress without the seas? What good is progress without the earth? What good is progress without life? I pray for humanity to see that there's another way to be. Oh, I pray for humanity to see that there's another way to be, that there's another way to be. And I'll just, to honor my language, my ancestry, I will say a prayer in Arabic. الأرض تنادي للأجيال. الأرض تنادي تنادي للأجيال. آتينا من كل أنحاء العالم لنغني للحياة. آتينا من كل أنحاء العالم لنغني للحياة، لنغني للسلام، لنغني للمحبة. آتينا بقلب صاف وذهن واع نغني للحياة. آتينا بقلب صاف وذهن واع نغني للحياة. ويو 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 ويو.
Thank you, everyone. I'd be remiss if I didn't start off by acknowledging our siblings who cannot be here with us today for various reasons, including sickness, surgery, deaths of loved ones. And so we have made some modifications to our intended program to close off Resilience Hub, but the message remains the same. We wanted to close off so you could all stay motivated. It's easy to leave your motivation behind in this space after the negotiations are done, after the panels are over. It's easy to get sidetracked. It's easy to focus on what makes you feel good and not what makes you feel motivated and what you need to do. It's easy to focus and congratulate yourself on what you have achieved instead of looking forward to what you still need to accomplish. We appreciate the time that we've been given in this space, but what we really need is to be at the negotiating table. It's all fine and well and easy to listen to Indigenous peoples give our prayers and our songs and share parts of our culture and spirituality with all of you, which is important. It is an important framework to guide what we are doing. But ultimately, I hope you can all join us in supporting policies that protect our lives and our lands, that are necessary for us to perform art that people so want to consume, but we cannot continue to produce if we're being consumed ourselves. So, Hachilishan Nisennike.
We're all family, and I think sometimes we forget that. The rights of nature, the rights of the ocean, the rights of Indigenous peoples, they're not operating as separate entities. It's one interconnected system. And what we think of when we think of rights and solidarity is people standing and coming together. The voices of our guardians, the traditional guardians, and the voiceless, the trees, the plants, the shrubs, the little bacteria in the soil that keeps our soil healthy, the bacteria, the Prochlorococcus, the Synectococcus, all the marine greens that we don't hear from, yet they're keeping us alive. And it's this silent web of magic that is actually sustaining us. And that's proven. I don't have to explain that to you today because we know through science that the ocean provides the oxygen that we breathe, that it regulates our climate, and it's the reason why we're existing. And as we tap into this unspoken, unheard web, we start to heal the real power. I think when we realize we're all family, we're all connected to the ecosystems that sometimes we remove ourselves from. And when we understand that the rights of nature, that the rights of the whale, that the rights of the ocean as a living, breathing entity, that the rights of rivers and streams and lakes are the same as the rights of ourselves, then we have more compassion. My entire life, my 21 years on this planet, I've been told human beings are a plague. I've been told human beings are the reason why we're in the climate catastrophe. Doesn't that mean that human beings can also be part of the solution? Doesn't that mean we can learn from centuries of wisdom to revert back to practices in which nature has been guarded fiercely, unapologetically, and unequivocally? How can we revert to those practices of stewardship that our Indigenous leaders, that all of our traditional peoples have shared? And how can we listen to the voice of nature to do so? And that's why I think it all starts with a breath. So as we do our next breath, I want you all to set an intention. I'm going to share my intention. It's very specific to COP. It's for the recognition of the rights of Indigenous peoples, of young people, and nature are recognized in the outcomes of the COP presidency and the frameworks going forwards. I want you all to close your eyes. And I'm going to keep mine open so I know that your eyes are closed. And I want you to take a big, deep inhale. So as we inhale, we think of what our intention might be. And as we exhale, we start to set that intention to the world. Now I want you all to stand up together. You can open your eyes. And Sister Fire is going to play a really special song. And I want us all to link arms. And if you're feeling not safe with germs, that's okay. You don't have to link arms. But if you feel comfortable, go for it. Or hands on the shoulders, or just connecting in whatever way. Energetically is okay too. And so I want everyone to close their eyes again. And this time, I want you to visualize what your intention looks like. So again, for the recognition of the rights of nature, of Indigenous peoples, of young people, that looks like a world in which things are regenerating. The health of the ocean is coming back. Whales and dolphins are singing their songs. We're listening to their voices. We're hearing Indigenous peoples and going beyond a token seat at the table. We have young people as negotiators, as political leaders, not in the future, but now. And we're creating a more just and vibrant world. So as you inhale, I want you to breathe that intention in. And as you exhale, I want you to release that intention to the world to create.
I want you to imagine your feet is on the soil. You're with your family in that special place where your heart sings that you call home. I want you to imagine you seeing the children play, laughing with joy. We are free. We are one. We are happy. We are healthy. We are in the future. The future is tomorrow. Our words and our actions, we have succeeded. Everything is in its rightful place. The world that we dream of is here and now. Feel this feeling as if it is, as if it always was. that will lead the way. Blessings to each and every one of you. May the love of this moment right now carry you forward in the days ahead. Aroha nui.
Kia ora, Sister Fire. As we sit back down, I want you to imagine all of that energy, the momentum you've built over the last 2 weeks, channeled directly into the ground, into the earth, back where we all come from. And so as you sit down, I want you to plant that intention, like you would plant a tree, a mangrove, a seed in the soil, the herbs in your garden, like whatever you love most. And as you plant that seed, I want you to close your eyes again, very briefly this time, and imagine that tree growing. That tree of indigenous rights and ocean rights being recognized in decision-making spaces, growing from a little baby seedling, an idea that these leaders have had for many years and centuries that is now finally being planted, grow into a huge, great oak, connecting us, building branches with a strong trunk and a deep root system. And as you plant your tree, and as you come back to this world that we're in, remember that we are every day bridging worlds. We're connecting many different systems that are all deeply interconnected at very specific moments in time. And that things do happen for a reason. And as we push for a full phase out of fossil fuels, we push for a full phase in of the recognition of the rights of indigenous peoples. As we push away from systems of extraction, of pollution, of exploitation, we push towards systems of regeneration, of health, and of abundance. As we build a nature-based economy and a blue economy, and an economy based in reciprocal values that traditional peoples have kept central to their hearts and lives for hundreds of years, we create a better future. We create a better present. And I want you now to imagine that tree bearing fruit. So imagine my favorite fruit is a mango tree. Imagine your favorite fruit, and it's bearing that fruit. And that fruit is what is able to be passed and shared with the world. And that fruit is the renewable energy innovations we're seeing. That fruit is education of young people across the world about the environment. That fruit also looks like inspiration in young people's hearts to take and love nature, to understand that climate policy, health policy, water policy, the policies here at COP at the UNFCCC are interwoven into a thread that will eventually come and make other trees. And so as you open your eyes, and if you want to take another deep breath, go for it. I want you just to imagine that as you're starting to have this fruit tree of knowledge, of inspiration, all those other trees are being planted all around you. And as you're planting those trees, that's creating a big, vast forest. For me, it's an underwater kelp forest, something that you can't see unless you go beneath the surface. For you, it might be a baobab forest. For others, it might be a forest in the Amazon. For others, it might be a garden of herbs that you can enjoy. And as you plant that forest, those forest communities become alive and those ecosystems connect because trees all talk to each other to different ecosystems. That is the exact fabric that we are creating now. And we've already learned how to create that because forests already do this, because ecosystems in the ocean, like Blue Natural Capital, already talk to each other, because birds from very different places across the planet happen to know exactly where they're migrating and happen to know exactly to go from the South Pole all the way to the North Pole. They already all understand this connection. And as we feel this connection and live it in our every single day lives, as we start to push for the recognition of rights on all levels, then we're achieving resilience. And so on the note of resilience, I'll leave you with this. Resilience is our ability to persevere against all odds and remain true to our sacred heart spaces. That is justice, and that is what we're all building together. And now you are a warrior for justice. You're a warrior for the rights of Indigenous people. You're a warrior for the rights of nature. And to me, there is no cooler job. Thank you all. And on behalf of the Wisdom Keepers, we thank you in all of our many languages, and we thank and bless each and every one of you. And as our fearless leader, Jacob Johns, would say, we salute you all. Thank you.
Would anybody else like to share a song?
All right, our brother in the back, would you like to come here? All right. Yeah, and this is a space, I'm not sure about timing, but I think we can open up to sharing.
Good evening, all of you. I'm from India. I'm representing Society for Improving Livelihood, NGO. Plus, I'm a PhD student of Annamalai University, India. As the youngster told that nature-based solutions, I'm working in that. A couple of solutions among all is the agroforestry and social forestry, which is very, very important if adapted globally. Now we don't have any other technology to observe carbon dioxide, which is extra floating in our atmosphere. And the historical emission is underestimated. It is very important that the future emission is going to add up with the historical emission and will lead to lots of hazardous weather events to come. So we are having the viable technology now is only, and the one is social forestry. So as the youngster told, his favorite fruit, mango, the seed mango in India per season is wasted almost more than 5 tons. The seeds are going where, as fuels for industries. And jackfruit, it's also wasted, tons and tons. 1 day of one company date seeds is 2 tons per day. Imagine, those seeds are going for fuel. And one technology we are developing is that utilizing a lot of this municipal solid waste in, multi-tonners like mountains in suburb areas could be utilized as a powerful input to make a growing medium for seeds, these wasting seeds into seedlings to be planted in public and private lands to absorb the extra carbon. Second one is the very important thing that we all are forgetting, that is the natural-based living style. In Indian Pavilion last year, COP27, the lifestyle was insisted. How the cities and global citizens' lifestyle influence the emission reduction. So recently published British article told that is real, that is rapid research, evaluation and appraisal lab. It told that artificial light is is perhaps health hazard to humans if we are exposed in a long-term basis. So sticking to circadian-based means sticking to natural-based lifestyle could reduce emission almost 5% globally. And it gives a holistic health to humans to come. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.
The sisters have a song or something? Okay. Well, then we're grateful for the Resilience Hub in this moment. And we do wish you all our love in the journey ahead. And we hope to see you in a new future tomorrow.
Thank you all very much.